today we're going over the full breakdown and review of the Rogue Mat Chan Bar. I'll give you my pros, my cons, and kind of my thoughts and opinions on the Rogue Mat Chan Bar. If you're new to the channel, I do full workout equipment reviews, I do full workouts, and I also own a men's workout apparel line. We're actually doing a giveaway. We do monthly giveaways. You can go click the link in the description, fitgrindapparel.com, for your chance to win a free men's t-shirt. This is actually one of our t-shirts. Relentless t-shirt from FitGrind. We have a bunch of other options as well. You can go check it out, fitgrindapparel.com. Like I said, I'll leave the link in the description. You can sign up for your chance for a free t-shirt. If you're a lady, we also have a full women's apparel line where you can sign up for a free chance for a free set, and that link in the description as well. And as always, you can use that FitGrind code at gymsupplementscience.com for 15% off of your gym subs. So I'll leave that all in the link in the description. But with all that said, let's get to the video. If you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to the channel. I do 3 videos a week. One where I'm going over some sort of workout equipment review like this, one where I'm doing some sort of workout, and the other one kind of varies. Might be a tip workout where I'm giving you some helpful tips for your workout, or maybe a couple stretches to do for a certain muscle group. So if you like that kind of material, consider subscribing to the channel, and if you like videos like this, give it a thumbs up. Alright, so let's get to the review of the Rogue Mat Chan Bar. So this bar is available at Rogue Fitness. I'll also leave the link in the description for Rogue Fitness as well to this bar, so you can check it out. But a little background about my experience with the bar. I've had this bar for over a year now, about a year and a half. And I'll kind of go through my opinions of the bar. I'll give you some pros, some cons, and yeah, at the end I'll kind of give you my general opinion about the bar. So we'll start off with the pros. A couple of the cool things about the bar. One, the design is awesome. So I really like the Cerakote with the chrome sleeves. You have 2 different options when you are checking out on Rogue Fitness with the bar. You can get the chrome sleeves, or you can get the Cerakote sleeves, but the shaft comes with a Cerakote shaft. So no matter what sleeve type you can get either a chrome or that Cerakote finish. I chose to get the chrome finish on the barbell, just to reduce kind of the scuffs on the barbell. Cerakote over time, when it's on the actual collars of the bar, can start to chip off. So that's why I went with the chrome sleeves. But if you like an all black bar, you can get an all black bar too as well. A couple things that they did with this bar that are pretty cool. So they put a center knurl on the barbell, and the center knurl is dialed down a little bit where it's not super aggressive. So that's nice when it's on your back. The bar is going to stick on your back when you're doing a back squat, or when you're doing a front squat. That bar is not going to shift from side to side. So if you like a center knurl, that's a really good thing about this bar. Another thing that they did with this bar is they actually moved the knurling out just a little bit. So the knurling actually sits out a little bit further than it normally would on your typical men's or Olympic barbell. The dual power marks, the powerlifting, the Olympic lifting marks are still the same. It's just that Cerakote is moved out just a little bit. So that can help on a deadlift where maybe you won't nick your shins with that Cerakote on the bar. Also, if you're doing a clean, that grip is where that knurling starts, is about where you're going to take your grip for a clean. So you can just go right there and you have your hands set. The knurling is super good. I would say that if you've ever used a Rogue Ohio bar, that this bar is even better knurling. It's a little bit more grippier. It's not too much to the point where it's going to tear your hands apart, but it has a really good grip on the bar, really good knurling. All right, so now that we talked about the pros with the bar, let's talk about the cons with the bar. And there's not a ton, there are a couple. The first one that's obvious is the price. So the Rogue Mat Chan Bar comes in at $420, which is a pretty steep price compared to like your Echo bars on Rogue or your Rogue Ohio bar. We're gonna pay less than $250 to $300 for the bar. But this is a bar that I think could really be your all-purpose bar. So that's one of the cons, is that price. It is a little bit higher of a price, $420, and you gotta pay shipping and taxes. The second con on this bar, and it can be a pro or it can be a con, depending on how you look at it. What they did with that knurling, where they moved it out, is that's one thing where it could be really good. Say that you naturally just take your clean grip and you like to move your hands out just a little bit. This knurling is going to be right where you want want the grip to go for your cleans. Now say that you're deadlifting and you're a conventional deadlifter and you're trying to get your arms in really tight and get your lats set. The knurling is going to be a little bit far out, and actually half of your hand is going to be off the knurling, which isn't the best necessary for deadlifts. And that's one reason why, as much as I love this barbell, I actually don't love to deadlift with it, or really heavy deadlift If it's a little bit higher up stuff and the grip really isn't much of the factor, then there's no problem with it. But I personally don't like to deadlift with this bar. And that's one place where if you're trying to buy a bar and it's $420, you want it to be able to kind of achieve everything that you need with that one bar. So that's the downfall of this bar is the knurling's moved out, which can be good if you're doing a lot of Olympic lifting. Your hands can be right where you want them, right at a little bit outside shoulder width, you can go right to your grip. You don't really have to put your hands on the knurling to move it out. You can put your hands right where the knurling starts, and that's going to be your grip that you want. But like I said, if you are a conventional deadlifter and you're planning to use this bar in a conventional deadlift, just know that the knurling is going to be out a little bit farther than it normally would on a regular barbell, and that can kind of throw your grip off to where, depending on if you're pulling double over or under over, instead of where your arms are going to be tucked in really tight with the bar, your arms are going to be out just a little bit, which is going to cause you to not be able to keep your lats as tight. So that's one downfall of this bar. So what is my overall opinion of this bar? Personally, I love this bar. I bought this bar for myself, like I said, about a year and a half ago. It's held up great. The Cerakote finish does a really good job of keeping rust off of it. You just have to routinely clean out the chalk on your bar. Just get a bar brush or a brass bristle brush. That'll help get that chalk and the skin from a lot of usage out of the bar. That way it doesn't rust and oxidize over time. But the Cerakote does a really good job of not letting it rust. I love the design of the bar. I love the way the bar feels in the hands. The knurling is really, really good. I love the center knurl on the bar when you're doing a back squat. That bar sticks right on your back to where it's not super, super aggressive, but it's also not so passive that it's going to start slipping all over the place. I love the branding of the bar. Rogue in the middle here. You have the Rogue Samurai Matt Chan symbol on the center of the bar there. I think they did a really good job of designing this bar, and I personally love it. I would give this bar a really high rating. I give this bar a 9 out of 10. The only reason why I wouldn't give it a perfect 10 out of 10 is the price and that knurling getting moved out just a little bit. I personally love to deadlift and I love to pull conventional. And if you're spending $420 on a bar, you would kind of want that bar to do everything that you want to do with it. Now, don't think that you can't deadlift with this bar. It's not something where, you can't do a conventional deadlift, your hands are too far out, it just doesn't work. It does work, it's just when you're looking for every kind of advantage that you can get on a deadlift, and your arms are out just slightly when you're doing a really heavy deadlift, especially a conventional deadlift, it will make a little bit of a difference. How much? Marginal, but in my opinion, there's other barbells that I'll use for a deadlift over this one. So overall, this is a great bar. I would highly recommend this bar. I personally think it's worth the price. You could use it in Olympic lifting. You could use it for your powerlifting, bench squat, deadlift. You could use it for just general purpose. You could use it in a barbell metcon and a barbell cycling, whatever you're doing, this bar can pretty much do it all. So I would highly recommend this bar if you're looking for a great barbell. If you're looking for just one barbell, I would definitely highly recommend this. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and check out some other videos that I have. We also have that Fit Grind apparel giveaway too as well. I'll leave the link in the description. You can go sign up for your chance to win a free Relentless t-shirt or anything else that we have on the site. So with all that said, I'll see you guys in the next one.